what I want to highlight in Creator is that you can create a character from a Photoshop file. For example, you can select here and say, let's say you're working on the front character. The existing template you can use. Now let me look at the template structure. But by looking here, you can tell that we have different layers. We have a root and each roots. You have a hip. It looks like the hip is the core where everything resides. And then you have, let me talk, is it possible to talk? But yeah, it's like this, and then we don't have a face. I'm still gonna go through the template that has a face. But yeah, these are the layers. I see we have some face attribute here, but maybe they're not included in the template bone structure and not showing in a. I'll explain what I mean by bone structure later. So let me import this character. Okay, let me see if I have a character that has a face. Talking head template. Human front full template. Yeah, I think this one was a full template. I think it has the eyes as well. It's just that the template doesn't have artwork. Let me try this one. Okay, I don't have one that has a face details, but yeah, this is a face. It's just that it doesn't have eyes. Let me open it in a editor tool. How does this work? Let me try this button just to see how it works. Okay, it looks like you can import a piecework. In the PSD format. I'm still not quite sure how this one works, but I'll skip it for now. Okay, since these are templates, let me import this. Okay, it probably must be compatible. For example, maybe you can replace the head. Whatever you import should probably, but that's my guess. I don't have effect around that. And then what this one do? How can I replace the picture here? Okay, you can play around the character, but what I notice about this is why to replace the head of the character. it's gonna replace the head of the character across the timeline. Maybe if you want different expressions or using images only on the characters, you can probably create multiple characters, and when you want another expression, you replace the character with a different one. But yeah, what else here? Mirror, what does this do? Okay, you can even change the image, and then you can delete it, and here you can replace the current image. Yeah, this is quite interesting. Well, this was editor, and it applies on a selected layer. If I select an arm, I will be able to replace the arm. Okay, this is rendering. Now let me launch an image editor. Okay, where is it? Still loading. Okay, the tool is taking time to load. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ignore the tool. Now let's go to what else is here. Create custom rig. Now I'm gonna pass that one. So let's say you already have an image. Maybe you want to replace the face color. You can probably use the tool to adjust the color of the place, the sprite here. Same with eyes. Instead of creating the character from scratch, you can just replace body parts, and then that should do it. But now let's say if you want to create from scratch, I will look into that. For now, let me move out from this section. Okay, this tool is still loading. It was the only way to check how you can probably update the whole character. But let me try one more time. Another thing I want to highlight here is that you can create a head from the picture, but this will apply in mostly morph head. Morph head is like a human head that can blink. It's usually not smooth graphics, but can work. I think it can also work on vector graphics as well. But when it blinks, as long as it's not gonna blink, I think it may work. Then while on this layer, I want to launch the entire character to replace the. Okay, I have two options here: head and body. okay, there's something wrong with the tool, but usually it layers with these specific names, especially the grouping. And here I don't think I can see the layer name. Let me go to the layer manager. Here I can see the layer name, but no, front hair, nose. But where is the grouping? Talking head. Just trying to see if there's a link. Let me look for left hand group. Where is talking head? Left hand. Let me see. Left hand. Left hand. Alright, at the moment I cannot confirm whether these are layer names, but I can see we have pictures here. And if there's an image on a layer, we'll see the image on the left, but here I don't see. I see the image of the entire grouping, but we'll go into details in future lessons. But I just wanted to highlight that you can customize the character, you can create the character via Photoshop or Creator or other photo editing softwares and illustration applications. So I've covered the functionality on the composer. Now I'm gonna go to the basic. Now here I can go to the content manager, go to animation, motion, let me see, this is probably G3 character, so I'll go there. Now G3 human, front, let's see. Yeah, that was a motion. Now what else can we do here? You can actually create these motions from scratch, but you will need skills. Let me see. I can probably, I want to rotate this part here, but how can I press and do it? Again, press it and do. I want to lock the feet and then do my things here, and this will be saved in the timeline. Maybe you can zoom in a bit so that your motions are realistic. And this is just a straightforward 2D character animation. And here you can still see the grouping of the character. I think this could help when designing the character, but I'll look at that when I get a chance. Now let me create a basic character from scratch. I'm gonna go to create a character. Let me pick this image. Okay. Okay, double clicking the character opens up the editor mode. I just want to add two bones here. I'm gonna make a bone from here to here, then press escape. Gonna add another bone. Okay, now I'm gonna make it for the body. And press escape. Okay, my bones are not connected. I don't know if there's some way to connect the bones. Let me see how this works. Connect. For now. It was a transparent character or PNG file. I was gonna be able to play around the character using the bones, and then yeah, to make my character look like they're walking or something like that. But since this is a full image, it's messing around with the character shape. But we can look at examples for the hip from the other characters. But yeah, I've added my bones. Anything else? I think you can add another layer or edit the existing one. Is it possible to add another layer? No, I don't think so. What does this do? Okay, now let me. This is probably where I can import an asset, but I'm not gonna touch this part here. Okay. Or eyes. Okay, yeah, I get the whole face. Let me go head. Okay, yeah, why I'm getting the whole board. Okay, let me try one more time. Or maybe it depends on the character I'm selecting. Okay, accessory, hair, assets, others. Okay, maybe what I can do here is to drag the character and save the eyes. Let me see character, let me see what happened there. It's also a full human. Okay. let me pick this one. Okay, from this character I want to save eyes. So how can I need to go to the editor with Composer 2. Okay, I'm looking for eyes. Left eye, right eye. Can I select two at the same time? Let me see if I can save them. Okay, I don't see an option to save. Okay, let me go back. Head 260. I should have eyes, but I don't see eyes. Let me check what's happening here. Body. Okay. And if I drag the face, it's gonna add the entire head. Okay. Here it's an entire character for sure. Okay, I'm gonna skip this part, but as soon as I find a way to import just eyes, I'll cover it. But at the moment I can tell that even though we cannot change the eyes, we can do it by editing the layer of the character, which is something I'm not gonna cover today. Now what else I want to cover here? Okay, I want to cover timeline. Any animation we do here will add something on a character. So it's important to know the character name. For example, currently I'm on Philip. So while I'm on Philip, where is Philip? I can check transform. There should be a change, a keyframe. So if we go we have two keys, and so even jump from one to another. This can help make it easy to track the change, and it can apply even on motion layer if you made a motion to the character. Currently motion layer doesn't have any keyframe. if you adjust the opacity, maybe let's say you're working with fire or something like that, can have, if you're making any changes to the face, so this makes it easy to see your changes. Well, I think that was this part. What else? What does this do? I think it's better to keep this as is. Then let me see what happened here. I think if I select something, it's gonna, okay, this help focus on one object at a time. Yeah, I think it's much better because you don't want to edit a wrong character or wrong prop. So this ensure that you're always on the right. But in this case, nah, I don't think it works like that. Currently, I can see I think it depends on what you're selecting, because I cannot select other layers. But let me undo this. Now how can I view all of them? But yeah, what else is here? Jet reactor. I can actually focus on the one you are currently working on at the time. And sound modifier. If you have a sound, you can probably play around with your background music, reduce the volume, fade in, fade out on specific keyframes. On that, let me see how to import music. Import. Let me see motion clip. What does it do? So you can import a basic sound. You can also let me check this. Where it is now? Where this? Is there any sound here? No, there's no sound. Okay, then you can modify the frames here. You can even go to the settings. Here you can adjust with the number of frames, but the one I'm gonna focus is just this one. And this is just a, let's say I want to save this as a custom character. How can I save it? Let me see. I think you can actually drag it and drop. Oh yeah, I was looking for custom. Do I have both or something like that? Okay, let me drag this one. Okay. Yeah, I think you highlight it and then and then it's added to your custom characters. And just probably this one. Where is the, what is the name of the character? Let me check. It's human front. Human front. I want to see motion. What does this do? Okay, let's say you want to collect the motion. You can highlight it here and probably let me see what does it do. Okay, I think it saved the character, not the. No, I think it saved the motion. Let me check here. Okay, to apply motion, you probably double click. Okay, I don't think it saved the motion correctly. Let me highlight again. Add. I think it saved the entire motion, not the part I've selected. That could be useful as well. I think the motion is still going, but or save the motion for the entire timeline. So I don't know how I can save just the. Okay, let me split. Okay, I don't know how I can split it. Break. Now since I break it, this should be this. So let me just save this part here. Let me say replace text which shows that it's actually active. Okay, I'm gonna actually apply it to this machine character. Just to see whether it saved the whole motion or just the section I've selected. Okay, save the whole motion. So yeah, there's something that what investigation in future.